but they do have the children out. They do have the area secured. Officers are inside the house right now securing the area, and they're going to come back with more information once they get it. Greenway actually separates houses on one side and the fire is on the other, and the stretch of the Greenway shut is John Young Parkway and I-4 there, both directions. And after that, it's off to Pennsylvania for campaigning later tonight. Sandra?
Juan Carlos, any idea what time he'll be coming in?
Well, right now they're saying that they expect the vice president here at around 5 a.m. And members of the county and city fire departments, police departments, sheriff's office were all in attendance here at the emergency operations meeting. Now, the director of emergency operations expects everything here in Gainesville to be back to normal, everything running business as usual by tomorrow, but they are going to be here at the emergency operations center until about 9:30 tonight, and they'll be back here early tomorrow morning at 7:30. And even though this game started at 7 o'clock at night, fans started getting ready for this game as early as 8 o'clock this morning. Longtime residents of the Washington Shores community hope the tearing down of crack houses like this will keep baggies like these off their street. This roller coaster, touted as the highest one in Orlando, will take riders up 15 stories and drop them about 144 feet. Now, when the new Orange County Courthouse opened a few years ago, county leaders didn't want to tear the old one down because it was built back in 1927. So they decided to make it the new home of the Orange County Regional History Center. And one of the first projects of the History Center was restoring one of the old courtrooms back to its original condition. The top of the tail is all beachgoers could see of a small plane that crash landed near the coast in Daytona Beach Shores early Saturday morning.
We saw 3 people get out on the wing right away, and the plane probably sank in 3 or 4 minutes is all.
Witnesses said they knew something was wrong when they didn't see the engine running and the plane kept getting lower and closer to the beach. It came down about 100 yards from the shore and about 40 yards from surfers Mark Timpson and Clay Hayes.
I didn't even think. We just started paddling towards it as soon as it hit the water. We just wanted to make sure the people were okay.
There were 2 surfers in the water, and we saw the people bailing out of the plane. They immediately made contact with them. Right after that, we went in the water.
Once on shore, paramedics treated passengers Bruce and Ann Williams and pilot Ralph Haven. They were taken to Halifax Medical Center with minor injuries. Now, once the Volusia County Beach Patrol, along with some help from some surfers that were near the scene, got the passengers and pilot out of the plane, the next step was figuring out exactly how to get the plane out of the water.
Sea tow's going to try to float the plane and tow it back to the inlet.
The plane will be taken out of the water when it reaches the Ponce de Leon inlet. That's where the FAA and NTSB will check out the plane to try to figure out exactly why it went down. In Volusia County, Juan Carlos Molina, Central Florida News 13. When Frogger's Bar and Grill opened almost 3.5 months ago, the general manager says he was told the entrances to their shopping plaza would be clear in a couple of weeks, and the project to widen 192 from 4 to 6 lanes would be completed by the summer of 2001.
It's literally taken 60% or more of our anticipated sales since we've opened the store.
Access to the plaza from 192 just reopened Friday after being closed off for 4 days, and mounds of dirt blocking the view of the restaurant and other shops in this area finally disappeared recently.
Not what we expected, nor not what we were told, and now we're finding out that they're looking for more time, which is just cutting the throat more and more of the people that are here.
The district head of the Department of Transportation said that contractors working on this project asked for an 18-month extension, which means that this project wouldn't be done until the end of 2002.
With an extension of construction, which I believe is what's being requested in the very near future, there's a lot of businesses that will not be able to survive. There's just no question.
And the Department of Transportation District Head Michael Snyder agrees, saying an extension would be unacceptable. The DOT plans to meet with contractors from Smith & Company to discuss the delays. Meanwhile, the state is holding on to a $500,000 payment to the contractors in an effort to speed up the project. And it might be working. Construction crews were out working on the road this weekend. Business owners normally see crews only during the work week.
Whatever we have to move over here so they can put the asphalt on the road, and that way they finish the job.
But you guys are working extra to get it done quicker?
Yes, sir. A lot, and hard.
And business owners and workers hope the state keeps working hard to make sure construction on this stretch of 192 stays on track. In Osceola County, Juan Carlos Molina, Central Florida News 13. An early morning phone call and reports on television were the first indications to Jean Mumaw that something had happened at the U-Haul Center where her husband worked.
I didn't go down there. They told me not to come down. And when they tell you not to come down, you know you've got big trouble. And finally the chaplain came and said that he'd been shot and killed.
Store manager Philip Mumaw and employee Ann Culp were found shot at the U-Haul Center on the corner of Gore Street and Orange Blossom Trail. Philip was pronounced dead at the scene, and Ann died at the hospital later that afternoon. Jean says Philip's death has completely changed her family's life.
Making coffee for one instead of two. There isn't anything that's the same.
But the one thing that is the same for the Orlando police detectives working on the case is the number of suspects they have for the murders. 0.
Most of the leads that we've gotten in, or actually 90% of them, we have found them not to be valid and are moving forward with new leads.
And even though it's been almost 2 months since the murders occurred, the U-Haul location where the employees worked still have signs up, hoping that anybody that has any information will give the police a call.
There is no statute of limitations on murder, and we always review our unsolved murders. We at least do that once a year.
And Jean says she knows the police department is doing everything they can to solve the crime.
I talk to them every week, and it's just that we need more information. And somebody out there knows something. It really is distressing that they have not caught the person that did this, because we would like to see justice, and we want to know why.
But until that happens, family members will continue to add these purple bows at this spot for every week that the murders go unsolved.
The purple is for anti-violence, and we would just like an answer. We would like to know a reason, and we would like to stop putting up bows.
In Orlando, Juan Carlos Molina, Central Florida News 13.